I'm just approximately 2 kilometers from where I live, and it's actually, I think it takes 20 minutes or so to walk here, but I just didn't bother, got a grab, and here I am. And I think I have to go upstairs to find the location of my makan place today. Hey you, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to my neighborhood. Well, today I have a date with an old neighbor of mine. I moved out from my previous apartment approximately a year ago, but we still meet up for makan and an occasional drink or two. And I asked her what's her preference for today, and she said that she would actually quite prefer a hot pot. She left the task of selecting the location to me, and I actually had to resort to Uncle Google because usually my go-to place for a hot pot will be Hai Di Lao. And I thought that let's try something new. And so here we are in Solaris, Mont, Kiara. I hope that my friend Farah can find her way here. Oh, here she is. Great. Hi, Farah. Well, I did text her beforehand to tell her that she'll have to find her way to Mercato, the supermarket downstairs, and then just take the escalator to the first floor. Now, let's go and find our table. Table for two. Yeah. Farah and I can be a little bit weird when it comes to meeting up for makan. It's normally a very, very late lunch or a very early dinner, and today we made the reservation for 4 p.m. And let's get Farah sorted out with the sauces for the hot pot, because this is the first time she's trying out a Chongqing Sichuanese style hot pot.
Parsley also? Yeah, I love it. Okay. Yeah, we will mix it with something. You know Laogama? Laogama is a very famous chili in China. You can mix it a little bit.
I guess that's Farah all sorted with her sauces, with a little bit of help from the staff. Time to get back to our table. And we ordered 2 different kinds of soup base for our hot pot, and you just can't go wrong with the Sichuanese mala broth, which is everyone's favorite. It has got quite a kick to it, and to give it a bit of a contrast, we have the traditional bone broth, which is much more milder. I'm looking so much forward to dive into our hot pot. Well, for the ingredients, the first one to arrive is the Australian beef slices, and then we also ordered a few more other meats to go along with it, like the Mongolian lamb and also the pork belly and abalone, and also a big tray of fish balls, meatballs, and beef balls, and that comes in a very, very nice presentation indeed. And here comes our Mongolian lamb, and when I ordered, the server assured me that the meat is actually very tender and looks like it's also very thinly sliced. And that's our 4 different kinds of meatballs. We also have a tray of fresh vegetables coming. There you go. I think that should be sufficient for the 2 of us. We have pork belly, Mongolian lamb, and abalone and Australian beef on the other side of the table. So, time to start our cooking. In case you're wondering why I haven't mentioned the name of this restaurant yet, well, the truth is it was a little bit confusing at the start for us because when we first looked up at Google, it was listed as Harbour HOTPOT. And then when we turned on to the map app, it just didn't show. Instead, we found it under a Chinese name, or alternatively, it was also under something called MT HOTPOT. That's the alphabet M and alphabet T. And then later on, I found out that it has a Chinese name that stands for half of the Chinese name. In Cantonese, it's Ma Tao Feng Yun Hot Pot, or in Mandarin, which I'm really crap at, it's Ma Tao Feng Yin, or something to the equivalent there. Once again, I must apologize for my pronunciation. Please do not crucify me for it. Let's just call this place MT Hotpot, plain and simple. But one thing for sure, this place serves one of the best Sichuanese mala broth I've ever tasted in the whole of Kuala Lumpur. The power of the Sichuanese peppercorn in the mala soup, let me tell you, and this is from someone who actually has a very high tolerance level of spice. At one stage it got me coughing and spluttering and all snotty-nosed, but once you get over the hit, the first effect of it, the food actually goes very well with the broth. And one thing I like about the mala soup in MT Hot Pot is that it's not all that oily like in some other places. And I'm very glad also that we ordered the bone soup to sort of provide a contrast to the Sichuanese mala broth. And so that concludes our recce of this hot pot restaurant, Ma Tao Feng Wan, or otherwise you can also call it MT Hot Pot, right here in Solaris, Mont, Kiara. I'm Gobble Guzzle, and I'll talk to you again on my next vlog. Until then, jumpa lagi, and be kind always, spread peace, bye-bye.